What is up, guys? Fahir here from AwesomeTuts.com. In this video, we're gonna download Unity and take a look at its interface. But first things first, for those of you who are new to Unity, what is Unity? Unity is a game engine which is cross-platform, which means we can create a game in Unity once and deploy it on mobile, desktop, consoles, web, so on and so forth. We use C# as a scripting language to code those games, and we put them all together in Unity Game Engine. So this is Unity. Now, in order to download Unity, we need to go on unity3d.com, and depending on their website, because they changed their appearance, this is the current appearance of their website, you will see something like this, and you will see something like Get Unity. You're gonna click on that, which will take you to the download page for Unity. Now, as you can see, we have a couple of editions or versions of Unity. So we have the Personal, Plus, and Pro. You see, Plus and Pro are paid. One of the conditions from Unity Technologies is that if you're making over 100K per year, so over $100,000, you need to use a paid version. But we are students, we are learning, we want to use the free personal version. Simply click here, try personal. It will take you to the download page. You're gonna accept the terms by clicking here, as we all do, and we are probably gonna read terms of services as we all do anyways. Then you're gonna download Unity for your OS operator system or operating system. So Mac OS or Windows, depending on which one you're using, you will see the download button for that. Now, another way to download Unity is to simply go on Mr. Google and type here download Unity. I didn't even type that out. I typed download. Anyways, it's not important. You get the point. When you type that out, you will see here the first part or the first link, Unity/download. You're gonna click on that. It is gonna take you right here to download Unity page. Click here, choose Unity plus download. And again, we are on the same page as we were before. Try personal, bam, we are here on the personal page. Accept the terms, read it, as again, we all do, and download Unity. Install it like any other program on Windows, next, on Mac, next, and the program is installed. Now, before you actually click on all those next buttons to install the program, if I open the download assistant and click here continue and continue, which is next on Mac OS, you will see here the components that you want to download. So the first one, Unity, is the Unity engine itself. Documentation is the code documentation. Standard assets are like standard pre-coded assets that come with Unity download. Now, these build supports is what I want to talk about. So Android build support, iOS build support, tvOS, Linux, Mac, Windows, these are build supports so that later on, if you create a game and if you have Android and iOS build support, you can export your game to the Android platform and iOS platform. If you don't have these, then you will not be able to export your game to these platforms. So you can also download Unity without these and create your games. Later on, you can simply reopen the download assistant and just check these checkboxes for the support platforms that you want, and then you will be able to export your games on those platforms. So this is really important. Please note this in your notepad so that you can know for later on. Now, in the next part of this video, I'm going to talk about Unity's interface. I'm going to show you how we can create a project and talk about the tabs that we have in Unity and which ones we are going to use. So you can download the latest version of Unity right now, but my plan is, before we create every game, I'm going to create a short video and tell you which Unity version to download, which was the version that I have used to create that game. This is for the best experience for this course so that you can learn more. Now, don't worry, as new versions of Unity come out, I will create new games in those new versions, displaying or showing you all the new features we have in Unity. So don't worry, the course will not be outdated by any means. I will update the content regularly with new games, and if I see the need to recreate a game, I will do that as well. So, as I said, this was my plan. I will tell you before every game which version to download, and I will show you how you can download previous versions. This is just so you know, but you can download the latest version right now so that in the next part of this video, I will show you the features of Unity and its interface. Now that we have downloaded Unity, when you click on the Unity icon, this is the window that will appear. Now, all of these projects that you see here are the projects that I have already created. So Unity knows the path to those projects and it will display them right here. You will probably not see any project here if this is your first time running Unity. This is just so you don't get confused that you see things on the video, but you don't see them on your own Unity program. Now, in order to create a new project, you're simply going to click here, New, on this window right here, which will bring you here to this new window. Here is the project name. You can give it some like My Awesome Game. And here, the location of your project, that is where you're going to store the project file. You're going to click on three dots. Let's say on desktop, I'm going to click here and I'm going to say open and it will be stored on desktop. I'm going to disable Unity Analytics because we don't need that. Template 3D or 2D, that means is this a 3D project or a 2D one? So we are going to say here 2D. We are not going to touch anything here. Just click 2D. If it's a 2D game or 3D if it's a 3D game. Simply click create project, Unity will do its thing and bam, just like that, it will appear right before your eyes like magic. Now we need to wait for Unity to take mercy upon us and do all of these things that you already see it's doing. And then it will have mercy finally and open the project so that we can see the interface that Unity has. Now this is the interface that you see here, and probably with you it's a little bit different because here I'm using my layout that I have arranged. I'm gonna go on default, and this is the default layout that comes with Unity. Now going through these tabs, as you can see here on the left, we have the hierarchy tab. This is where we will put our game objects such as 3D models, our other game objects like grounds, backgrounds that we are going to use inside of our game. We will put them here. We will see a lot examples for that, so don't worry. Here at the bottom you have the project tab where you put all your files, and here I have this little slider at the top right or bottom right corner actually from the project tab, and you can move it left and right to resize the icons. You have the console tab where you will see errors and you can print to this console from your code for testing purposes. We will see that as well. The scene tab is what you will see inside of your game or the elements that are inside of your game. The game tab is the game preview. This is how your game will look like when it runs on a computer, on mobile device, so on and so forth. Asset store, we don't need it. I'm gonna right click it and close it. This is the asset store where you can buy assets, download free assets, so on and so forth. And here in the inspector tab, which is on the right, we can click, for example, on the hierarchy, and we have the main camera by default in every scene. And don't worry, I will explain what is a scene later on. We will see all of that in high detail. This is just the brief info about Unity's interface. So when you click on a game object in the hierarchy panel, you will see it here in the inspector. You will see its transform, the properties, components attached on it. I will talk all about all of these components and properties in detail. Again, I'm mentioning this, so don't worry. And if you don't see by any chance one of these tabs that I have mentioned that come by default, they're all located under window. So we have under window, we have the services, scene tab, game, hierarchy, project. We have the animation, which is this tab right here. We will use it to animate our characters and our menus and much more. So you can dock a tab by simply clicking on it. You see it's floating by default when you click on it. And then you can simply click here and drag it where you want it to be. Now also you can rearrange these tabs however you want them. You can put the game tab like here, you can put the inspector tab here. This is all your preference. My preference is this. I'm gonna go here at the top right corner where it says default. It's a drop down list. I'm gonna click there and go here and click on my layout. This is how I use it. Now you can rearrange it like this. It's not a requirement. You will not be better in coding or making games if you do it like I'm doing it. This is only my preference. You can have your own preference as well. Now, you see here we have more tabs that I will talk briefly about. We have the animation, as I said, where we can animate. We have the animator, where we will see the animations that we have created so we can make transitions. That means going from one animation to another. We also have here the lightning tab, which we will use to create mood in our games. We have a separate, or we will have that inside of our game. So we'll see these examples. We have the navigation tab right here, which is used for navigation for our enemies. We have all of these tabs in the main course in the Ultimate Game Development Academy. So we cover all of this in high detail, and I will talk about them in this course as well. And again, they're located under window tabs. You have the animation, you have the project, you have the profiler, the game, so on and so forth. But this is just a brief introduction about Unity and its interface so that when you open it, you know at least what is every tab used for. And then when we start making our games, we will see in detail how to use it, what we can do with it, so on and so forth. Fahir here from AwesomeTudes.com. I will see you guys in the next video.